All right, y'all keep going.
Hey, Mr. Homophobe. Them type of guys you talking about? A lot of times, a lot of women cheat on them with a dude like me.
Yeah,
Like I said, you know, the nigga who ain't bagging down, the nigga who got the backbone. So they keep saying happy life, happy wife is all they want to. She gonna leave you.
yeah. Either A, she gonna leave you, or B, she gonna stay with you for the sole purpose of security reasons. Because, like I said, like, the again, as a husband, it's your responsibility to see to it that your wife is taken care of. You got to provide some kind of security to her. So of course, she 9 times out of 10, she's not gonna throw that shit away. But she is that most certainly gonna take
Gonna
that
take
shit.
that shit.
So with that being said, she'll gladly accept that the mortgage is being paid. She'll gladly accept that her children have a father, quote unquote. She will
Mm.
gladly accept that that you are hard working and fuck like that, hard working and such. But is she going to love you and respect you the way that you need that you need? No, the fuck she don't. She'll be sucking it. She more than likely she's sucking a nigga's dick off and then kissing you after the fact.
Ooh, oh God, ooh,
Oh,
we took the
gang.
truth on that.
That's true,
Oh,
bro. Because I remember Tito was saying some stuff like that. It was this one story. It was he was this one was cheating on her husband with him, and I might get a little graphic. She gave that man some head, and he did whatever, and then she had the whatever all on her mouth. So she said, "Watch this. I want you to see just how much I hate my husband. I want you to see just how much I hate this man." He came in. She went out back and then started tongue kissing that man. And Tito said he almost threw up. He said all he could think about it is his sperm spinning around his man's mouth.
Yeah, it's a lot of fuckery going on. Oh, and the point that I was trying to make is because I was bringing up this meme. Like there was this dude who talked about the fact that he had 2 sons, and his baby mother or the mother of his children. I don't know the situation is, but point is he's not with the woman who birthed his children. So he talks about the fact that every year, when it's her birthday, he go over to the household and he pampers her, regardless of the fact that she has a whole man or not. And he said the reason why I'm doing this is because my sons need to see how a man treats a woman, especially a father treats the mother, the mother, his respective mother. Now, I'm not knocking it to a degree, but at the same time, I am because my whole thing is, why the fuck do you have to extend yourself this damn hard to prove a weak ass point?
Show
yeah.
Y'all,
enough.
y'all clearly not together for a reason.
You
Why
hear
do
me?
you still feel so? Why do you still feel so compelled to go to this broad's house on her birthday and treat her?
Mhm.
You cook breakfast
Right.
for her. You clean the household. Like you just literally pamper her like she's your wife. But keep in
What
mind,
the?
out of the other 364 days, 365 on the leap year, y'all at each other's fucking throat.
The crazy part is, if you gonna do it right, go on and marry her. Let them know what a family is supposed to be. But you ain't gonna do
I
that. You're gonna come one
I
day out of a whole year to be like, this how
I
you speak
agree,
to a
but
woman.
like I said, the way the meme was worded, them two obviously didn't work out, and
Mm.
he's a single father, but yet you still feel compelled to go up under her on her birthday and pamper her and do all this shit. And why?
Hey,
Because you like, oh,
cuz, if you ever can find that meme, I want you to read the comments. I want to see what people said about that. I know,
yeah,
I know a lot of black women gonna be like, "Oh, he a real man."
yeah,
I,
of course.
Ooh,
I know.
hey, let me say this, y'all. Hold on, I gotta say this. I was looking at this one Shine page. He had married this single woman with some kids, and when he proposed to her, he bought some rings for her kids too. I said, boy, I'd have take my bet off.
No, you doing too damn much.
Let's
Doing
just be
way
honest.
too much.
I'm about to jump in on this. Let's as we talking about this tonight, y'all gonna get this out of me now. Let's
Woo.
just be honest. A lot of dudes out here is lame. That
Long.
whether they was born in the '80s or now. Most of these dudes lame. They ain't got no backbone. They let women run over them. They let women beat their ass. And I'm not saying it's right to beat a woman ass, but I'm just saying, damn, you can't hold her down. You can't. But anyway, but back to the original point is they just lame. Like That's why a lot of this stuff is going on, and it's gonna take real
Yeah,
dudes.
a lot of dudes,
Hold on, let me
a
say
lot
this.
of dudes are
Hold on.
lames and nothing but kiss asses.
Yeah, it's gonna take a lot of real dudes to come out and be like, "Hey, I ain't with this." Like women get surprised when I talk to them, like, cause I be real with them. I ain't with all this. I don't know. Like, all right, for instance, for example, I was chilling with this one lady, right? Her little spot, and she had some little gay TV show on or whatever. And I was, cut this shit out. I ain't trying to fuck these two dudes for it or whatever. She said, "Oh, you homophobic? I ain't scared of these niggas. I'm just turn that shit out." And she's turning that shit off. Some dudes, they scared to talk to females or be honest with a female because they don't want to lose their pussy because pussy
That's what
is
that's
weak.
what it is.
Nah,
Don't
nah,
Pussy.
I'm
lose.
gonna tell you. I'm gonna tell you a real reason why a lot of these motherfuckers is lame. Is because a lot of them are really convinced that one pussy runs the world. Uh, truth be told, I think I'm not gonna lie. I put it like this. I do think the vagina is very powerful, but I do not think it runs the world. I acknowledge its
Thank you.
power simply put
Okay,
because of the fact that
let me,
which sperm incites life. That's not up for debate. That's a scientific, spiritual, historical, and what have you. Any word
Now,
that you can think of, it's the
oh,
truth. That's not
let
up
me
for
now,
let me
hold on,
debate.
let
hold
me
on,
let
hold
me
on, hold
But
on, hold on, hold on, hold on, Mississippi. I know you're finna say something, but let me say something right quick. I
Mhm.
think I think the problem is with a lot of these people. I hate to say it, but it goes back to middle school and high school. A
Huh.
lot of them niggas won't get no girls.
Uh-huh.
oh yeah,
So,
definitely.
see,
Like a lot of
it go back to the kids.
it's
Uh-huh.
but it's also deeper than that too because there's some cats who are also pussy hounds in simps as hell. Like there's some dudes I know who was getting pussy way more than me. But
Uh-huh.
at the end of the day though, they're bitch ass nigga compared to me now in 2019.
Uh-huh.
You was getting all the hoes 10 years ago, but here you is getting played left and right.
Dang,
Yep.
And
homie.
here I am with a peace of mind.
And
Why
how
is that?
sure you was the man, homie. Hey, check this out
Comparatively
though.
speaking,
Wow, that's
comparatively
crazy.
speaking, I was the lame in high school, but yet at the end of the day, you fathering somebody else's children and getting played left and right.
Ooh.
Ooh, hey,
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 this,
hey,
this is
that's
the thing
real.
about when they say coochie run the world. See, now y'all ain't gotta agree. I personally feel like coochie runs approximately 98.9% of the world, and it don't run 1.1%.
Now I agree, and that was the point that I was trying to get at. I was saying that I do acknowledge the power of it, but to flat out say with an absolute certainty that it runs the world, no, the
Yeah,
fuck
yeah.
no, the fuck it doesn't. And what I was also gonna try to allude to, as far as like these guys being lames is concerned, it also ties into if you really want to go back into the middle school and high school situation, it ties
Mm-hmm.
into the lack of sex education because there's a
Mm-hmm.
whole bunch of dudes that's fucking everything that moves and do not think it's a problem.
Mm-hmm.
Like
Mm-hmm.
I'm not saying you can't get pussy. By all means, go ahead and do it, but be smart about it at the
Yeah, be
very
smart about it.
if you're gonna smash a couple of hoes, at least make sure they got something good going on and they not about bullshit. If it simply put has to be a sexual relationship, meaning y'all smash twice a week, then make that agreement.
And make
But
sure
don't
it's
sit here,
clean.
don't sit here and sign up for a woman just because she's pretty and she has a vagina. And then when it's all said and done, you a couple of strokes in, you found out she got more issues than a little bit. But because the pussy good, you still gonna continue to dig in. You
Ooh.
simple, stupid, or slow.
Hey, Maha. Hey, let me say something real quick. I know you turned up tonight. I don't know if you had a couple beers or you hit the
I ain't
blunt
even
tonight.
drink yet. I
But
ain't
let
even
me.
drink yet. I just got a lot to say about shit like this. That's all.
Hold on, hold on. Let me
Man,
say.
this
Hold
man
on,
over here
hold
like,
on, hold
damn.
on. Hold on.
All right, man. All right, Reverend.
So I remember, this one chick, we was cool. We was just riding the car. She just started talking shit. Now here it is. We just had a sexual relationship, right? We were no strings attached. I mean, it wasn't no relationship, nothing like that. It was just, hey, we fucking, we fucking. But in her mind, she couldn't, I don't know. I don't know. I think she thought otherwise. But she started getting, I don't know, talking shit. I was like, hey, bitch, you can get your ass up out the car and go catch that bus, the last one downtown. Cause I pulled over. I said, hey, you can get up out the car. She was like, you gonna kick me out the car? I was like, hell yeah. You don't disrespect me in my car. This is my
Yeah.
car. You know what I'm saying? And most guys not be able to do that because the pussy good, or they want to keep the pussy, or they just weak as hell. And work
I
on
don't
that.
like being controlled. I don't like being controlled.
Tell me
So
about it.
Ain't even about being controlled. It's about manipulation at the end of the day, and
yeah, that's part of
that's
being
what it all
controlled.
boils down to. A lot of these,
Uh-huh.
no, I'm to a degree. It becomes control when you actually allow the manipulation. But if you see that shit from the beginning, it's like, nah, I'm good. I'm
Uh-huh.
Yeah, I say all that to say, like, about these, so-called lames. A lot of them lack sexual education. They lack self-control,
Yeah.
and on top of it all, they
No
just
confidence.
they just plain fucking desperate. And like I said, don't get me wrong. I do acknowledge the fact that sex with women can be amazing. The feeling itself is fucking amazing. I will not dispute that. I'm not gonna let a nut or a couple of strokes fuck up my whole peace of mind.
Dang, cuz, are you beating on the wall or something?
Nah, nah, I just got to
He
knock it on the
amped
table.
tonight, bro.
The man drunk some
He's
Red Bull.
amped to the
Nah,
fullest,
like I said,
bro.
I ain't drink.
I'm
I ain't even
telling
drink
you,
nothing yet. It's just I like. Well, for starters, I like having discussions with this, especially with brothers, because I can
Uh-huh.
actually take the time to hear different perspectives, and also I can
Mm-hmm.
get my perspective out. So, truth be told, y'all well within y'all right to correct me if I'm wrong about some shit. But all I know is at the end
let
of the day, based on what I seen and what I heard, I'm trying to figure some shit out. I already know what time it is, but I'm
Yeah.
still trying to figure some shit out at the end of the
Oh,
day. And
okay, I got one for you.
let's do this.
You know you was talking about the happy wife, whatever.
Yeah, happy wife, happy life. That's bullshit.
All right,
Like,
what about
like
this one? They got another one about the stepdads. That you got some dudes that be playing stepdads. They say, "I'm not the stepdad. I'm the dad that stepped up."
that's bullshit. And once again,
me,
like I'm gonna put it like this: if you
let
if you the type of man that don't want your own kids, I'm not knocking you for that. By all means, go ahead and be the proverbial father figure to somebody else's children, or whatever the case may be. Or let's take it a step further, because there are a lot of guys who are actually dating single mothers because they can't cut it in. They can't cut it in the dating world. Let's just be frank.
Hey, hey,
You
hey,
going out
hey,
there,
hey, hey, that's
Hey,
real. That's real. That's real. I ain't
like
gonna
you
lie.
going.
When I used to target them. I ain't gonna lie to you. It just be like, well, they fine. Boyfriend in jail. What? That was my target. Yeah, I
Yeah.
feel you on that. Hey,
And
that was
I,
kind of
like I
real.
said, man, by all means, go ahead and do you, but you got to know what you signing up for.
Hey, hold on, cuz. Hold on. Hey, Bishop, yo, thing going on. I can't really hear you, cuz. What you trying to say?
Just going in and out.
man, this man been talking about
okay,
damn
bro.
stepdad.
Hold on, bro.
I'm
Yeah,
trying to,
try it again.
You gotta try it
huh?
again, Bishop.
Can
Ah,
you
there you
hear
go. There you go. Now what you're saying?
me? Man, I was gonna say this. If people, when they have children, state to the fullest how to go about teaching courtship and marriage and how to manage your energy, there will be no issues. And if the community in that area holds that standard that they're teaching as a lifestyle,
But
there
but but
will literally be no issues.
but Bishop,
That's why they
everybody.
don't teach that. They don't teach them nothing. They just tell
Hey,
them whatever and they just go at it. They don't teach. When you have no knowledge, you will fall in error.
I
hey,
agree.
Bishop. Hey, Bishop. Let me tell you something though. A lot of these young niggas, bro, they doing following these rappers and what they
Yep.
see on TV.
Lil Boosie.
They doing
But
that
see,
too.
that's
Um,
the thing, man. You have to teach. You have to teach the young people how to court, how to make a proposition for marriage, how to direct your energy in a positive way,
but
not a
I'm a
self-destructive way. Because when you're a young man or a young woman, you have a lot of energy. And really, I think folks should get married probably in the early 20s because it get out of hand.
Early
I agree.
20s.
And I'm gonna put a
It's,
spin on that because
man,
it's not only just
this is a,
it's not only
let me say something.
oh good.
Hold on, let me finish it. Let me finish
Good.
and I'm stop. This world is dangerous. people are doing a lot of foolish stuff, and order has to be kept, man. And it
I
starts
agree.
with teaching the fundamentals of family and direct your energy in a healthy, positive way in order of a courtship and marriage. That should be taught off rip. It should be done in schools,
I agree.
churches, mosques,
I agree wholeheartedly.
and
But
at home.
And
You should make standards
internet.
Hey, bitch, your phone
down
breaking
a
up
lot of
again.
issues.
So get that Obama line.
All right, on to the next person.
yeah, I was gonna say I agree with you
Tell them
wholeheartedly. But
there.
hello.
That man got that Obama second term phone.
But yeah, I was gonna
Oh,
say
I,
I agree with y'all wholeheartedly in terms
I'm
of
about to read
teaching and instilling healthy
this phone.
relationships. Hello?
Hey, bitch,
Uh,
you got to mute, bro. I'm about to put you on mute, bro, because your phone, yeah.
Okay. Right quick, I was just gonna say this. I do agree with Bishop Blackwell in terms of, teaching and oh wait, I'm sorry, not that's I forgot to use this code word, my bad. Code name.
nah, yeah, you did, you did, you good,
Oh,
you
okay,
good.
cool. But I agree with you wholeheartedly in terms of, instilling and teaching the morals and values of what it means to be a healthy relationship. But unfortunately, nowadays that shit is not common. What's all too common right now is situationship. So you got motherfuckers fucking and sucking just for the hell of it, and the next thing you notice they wind up in a situation they really got no business being in. Like,
Yeah.
he's handsome, he smell good, he some good weed. Okay, cool. You gonna smash him a couple of times. Next thing you notice, y'all in a whole relationship and don't even know it. Why? Because the sex is good, but y'all don't open yourselves up into a whole bunch of shit in the midst of the
Uh-huh.
sexual activity. And now you sitting here, getting on his case like, oh, why you can't do this? Why you can't be that? Why we can't be together? Blase, 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 blah. And the dude feeling some type of way. And next thing he noticed, he gets coerced into a relationship.
And then some of them niggas be on them AIDS and HIV, and that's how the disease keep coming around. Everybody want to
Exactly.
have sex. And
And
then
and
it's
I was
like,
gonna say because
hmm?
oh, right quick, I was just gonna say this last part, and then I'm gonna let y'all have it. But I was gonna say the reason why situationships is all too common is because again, a lot of us don't have healthy relationships. A lot of us have seen or been comfortable with so much dysfunction that we think it's normal. And so when it's all said and done, you now bringing innocent souls into this fucked up situation, i.e., babies and stuff
Mm-hmm.
like
Yeah.
that. So you in a situationship, you with this woman you don't really want to be with, but because the sex is good, you gonna fuck with her. This chick do not want to be with you. She don't fuck with you like that. But because the dick hits a certain way, she gonna stay with you. So now all said and done, when all this
Hmm.
is happening, now baby is involved. Now it's like, okay, now he's forced to make a decision he really don't want to make, just like she's forced to make a decision she don't want to make, whether it deals with abortion or it deals with keeping the baby. And in the case of the guy, it deals with him sticking around knowing good and well that's gonna be 18 years of pure hell, or just be labeled as an absentee father. We have to take the time to teach healthy relationships. And in order for us to do that, we have to be the examples. And if we can't be we have to be the examples at the end of the day. And for the record, teaching healthy relationships don't necessarily have to mean an intimate thing. It's part of it. It's very important. But me myself, I'm a single man. I've been single for a very long time, but I've always pushed healthy relationships. I've always sat down and talked with youth about healthy relationships, what it means and what it entails. And I've tried my best to even counsel folk about healthy relationships. But I do comprehend that at the end of the day, I can talk all this talk, and I'm who knows, I do, but not who knows, but I do have healthy relationships with my brothers. I do have healthy relationships with other women. But in order for me to have a healthy, intimate relationship, in order to make the message really stand count, I have to get with a woman. But I'll be honest with you, this shit ain't easy.
It ain't. It ain't.
This shit
It
ain't
ain't.
easy.
And then to be honest, a lot of times the relationship be really good. It be they friends they be listening to that mess them up, or they
Yeah.
family members. You be like, dang, the relationship been real good. All of a sudden the family member said something, or the friend said something. There you go. Mess up the whole thing. Also, people gonna know how to mind their business.
Yep,
Hmm.
yep. Hey, Muhammad. Have you read
Oh,
Shahrazad Ali's
I knew you gonna
um
say that.
the
have I
guy
read
in
who
like
now?
have you read Shahrazad Ali's book, the Black Man's Guide to Understanding the Black Woman?
Oh yes, definitely.
Oh, okay, cool. All right, let's talk about it, right? So she got a lot of backlash for that book, right? One
Yeah, I remember
particular,
that.
and the reason why she got the backlash was because she gave a suggestion to the guys, was like, if your woman gets out of hand, she said, you can give her an open hand slap. Now she's not. That wasn't that wasn't the main suggestion, or the primary suggestion that you should go to, or but she was just using it as an option. You know what I'm saying? And she got a lot of
Yeah.
backlash. Also, she got backlash for exposing female nature. That's really what it was. She exposed the
Oh yeah,
female nature.
definitely.
And that's something that they don't want to come out.
Oh yeah,
It's like
definitely.
look at the thing,
Wait, hello?
Yeah.
female nature in her book. You know what I'm saying?
Hold on,
So
you
they
gotta
don't.
re-say what you said, cause your phone went out.
Oh, Esther Bala was she created the manipulated man, the book.
Uh-oh, now we talking.
So he was the one.
They cut out
Yeah.
again.
Where's the government, bro? They know we talking about some good stuff, bro. That's what it is.
Yeah, exactly.
All right, one more
Unless
time, man. Let's try it one more time. Try it one more time.
y'all, dang, bro. But I'll just say this: Estevala, you know, I think every man should either read Estevala's book, or I really suggest black men should read Shahrazad Ali's book, The Black
Okay.
Man and the Black Woman. In my opinion, this
Okay.
he was like on female nature, because
Show
she
up.
show you and teach you how to deal with it. Signs to look out for. Like, I ain't gonna lie, I'm gonna bring this up. Can y'all hear me?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Bring this up out the book that really pissed me off because I see it going on. There was a portion in the book where she talked about how the mother will go behind the father's back and let the daughter do what she want. Like the father might tell her, "Hey, don't do that," but the mother let her do it,
Uh-huh.
undermining his authority.
Yeah. Yeah.
That goes on. I've seen that in my family.
Oh
Oh
yeah.
yeah.
And that's why the man gotta get on the wife, and then that daughter gonna get a whooping. I told you not to do it. And I don't care what your
Agreed.
mama say. If
Um,
I tell you not to
now,
do nothing, you better sit down somewhere.
I was gonna say, like, but to hit it on what Lil Vel was saying, that's two of the main reasons why Sister Shahrazad Ali got the backlash that she got. One, because she's actively encouraged men to be more assertive in their relationships, and two, she pretty much told I ain't gonna say she snitched on black women, but she pretty much exposed, a lot of the fuckery of that black women
Yeah.
do.
Yeah.
Simple and plain. Like they can sit there and a lot of them were mad because I've seen the shows too.
Yeah.
Don
Oh,
Q
them old early 90 talk
and all of
shows.
that, and there was a lot of women. They was looking there, the sisters, in the audience. They were in their whole fucking feelings, like, oh, why would you do this? Why would you write such a
Yeah.
thing? Blase, blase, blah. And it's like because some of y'all ain't shit, and it needs to be exposed. We can't talk about one wanting a good man, but y'all not doing what y'all got to do to be a good woman.
Mm.
So if you're gonna need a little bit of encouragement in the process, i.e., the assertiveness, and keep in mind, she wasn't exactly advocating for a man to slap, smack fire out, even though she wrote it in the book. She didn't actively advocate that shit, but she do advocate for men to be more assertive and be more structured in their approach when it comes to their relationships, in particular their families. Otherwise, if you let your shit slide, you really can't get mad when shit don't turn out the way when shit turn out the way that you hadn't thought.
Hey, I'm glad you brought that up, Mr. Homophobe. You can't let shit slide, because you let one thing slide, it's gonna be like a domino effect. You know what I'm
Yeah,
saying? It's gonna keep going on and on and on, and then eventually, you're gonna find her in the bed with Tyrone. You know what I'm saying?
yeah.
Yeah.
So
And
Tyrone.
that's
I can't
something
let
that
Trump.
I was gonna say that's something, unfortunately, a lot of women, especially wives, seem to forget. Like if you and the husband or the father and or father is not on the same page, I got news for you. This the family structure is in. I ain't gonna say it's in shambles, but it's cracked, and people gonna take advantage of that.
I mean,
Y'all
it's
both
more. I think it's
think
more than crack.
true. I get it. You know, some mothers be wanting to coddle their sons. Some mothers be wanting to establish some kind of sisterhood with their daughters. There's really nothing wrong with that. But you have to go about it a certain way. You can't just
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, when you say they establish a sisterhood, I call it the sister verse. I'm telling you, these see females is a true secret society, bro. I just want to say that.
nah, and that's and again, there's really nothing wrong with that. But again, in order for mothers to establish that with their daughters, they have to go about it a certain way without disrespecting boundaries. And let's be frank, I'm gonna say a significant portion of decent mothers, they might not disrespect the boundaries with their daughters, but they most certainly disrespect the boundaries with the father of with the daughter's father,
hmm
and that's a problem. So yeah, you can think to yourself, "Oh, I have the best relationship with my daughter," blase, blase, blah, and who knows? That could very well be a good relationship, a good bond. But let that daughter catch wind of what the fuck is going on, or if she already know what's going on. Guess what? When she reaches a certain age, she gonna tell your ass, "Ma, I don't appreciate what you did to my father. I don't like this. I don't like that. Blase, blase, blah." Now you sitting there and in your feelings talking about some, well, but I did all that I could for you. I did my best for you. Blase, blase, blah. Like you talk shit about your father, or
hmm
you completely undermine the father.
hmm
And now the daughter has to work on respecting her father because of the mother, or worse.
I think black people should just be sterilized, bro. This is too much, bro.
Um, maybe the black people here in the United States, but I wouldn't say black people altogether.
No, I've been sarcastic. That's all.
Nah, I agree. Nah, I mean, no. I do appreciate your sarcasm, but I'm just pointing that out there because I kind of do feel like a purge is necessary for our people. Like, don't get me wrong, I love my brothers and sisters, and I want every last one of us to succeed. But realistically speaking, not all of us is gonna make it. A significant portion of us are not good parents. A significant portion of us should not be parents. And also, a significant portion of us are a waste of sperm.
Yes,
I'm just telling it
yes.
like it is.
Say it, man. Some kids, I'm be honest, some kids shouldn't be made, man. Oh, bro, all that. These kids are blessing my ass.
Now, don't get me wrong. Every child, I mean, for intents and purposes, every child is a blessing or is a bundle of joy. But keep in mind, though, what that baby is exposed to can fuck the whole spectrum up.
Shut
Which is why I'm saying, like I said that last, that some children or some black people are a waste of fucking sperm, and or they're a waste of eggs. And the reason why I say that, I'm not saying it in the sense like, oh, from you were fucked up since you were bad DNAs from the very beginning. No, I would never advocate for that because truth be told, I'm firmly convinced that every child has a fighting chance to do something decent and do something good. I know this because I'm a living example. My mother was born addicted to crack. My father was fucking abusive. I literally came from shit back in the 90s. And
hmm
every time I turned around, I was viewed as nothing but a statistic. And
hmm
let everybody tell it I was going to wind up smoking crack like my mother. Let everybody tell it I was going to be a womanizer and an abusive ass bastard like my father. But yet, here I stand 29 years later, no fucking drugs in my system. Here I stand 29 years later with the utmost respect, or at least as much as I can, for women. Here I stand 29 years later with no bullshit to my name.
Can I say something? You sound like a logical version of our partner Martin.
I wouldn't necessarily say I try not to sound like a logical version of some people, but my whole thing is we gotta kick logic.
Yeah.
Like I feel just like everybody else, but I do recognize that sometimes you have to put your feelings to the side for the sake of
The bigger
for the
picture.
sake of advancement.
Yeah.
Sometimes you have to be practical.
Mm-hmm.
Like, yeah,
Pragmatic.
it goes. It's like looking at it from the Haitian Revolution standpoint.
Mm-hmm.
Now, for some of y'all, oh, when you know what, I need something different. Let me rephrase that. Not the Haitian Revolution. I'm gonna say let's look at it from the Malcolm X version of MOI and the Malcolm X version of the Nation of Islam. He was very pragmatic in his approach in terms of raising membership and wanting to do a lot of things. Like, he was like, I ain't gonna say Malcolm X was very idealistic, but he had a lot of ideals that he unfortunately didn't have the time to put in practice. But
Yeah.
again, let's look at it from a Nation of Islam standpoint. Okay, cool, fine, bet. But when it was all said and done, he did practice a lot of everything. I ain't gonna say everything, but yeah, everything that the Nation of Islam was about, that man practiced what he preached. And I
Mm-hmm.
feel like as black people, that's what we need to do. We need to practice what we preach. Make no mistake about it. Not have our reasons. We are very much entitled to our feelings. Because make no mistake about it, Malcolm X guy was pissed off a few times. I'm
Yeah.
pretty sure there are times that man wanted to say, fuck these niggas. But
Yeah.
you want to know something? Even after he done said that shit, he had to take it back. Why? Because he understood what was going on with our people, and that's where
Mm-hmm.
I'm at. I love my people to death, but make no mistake about it. I know some of us again are a waste of melanin.
Yeah.
And because of the fact that some of us are a waste of melanin, I don't entertain these kind of people. I don't entertain swirlers. I don't entertain LGBT folk. I don't entertain feminists and womanists and all these other is that so-called claim they about balance with black men and black women. Really, all they do is talk shit about black men or black women. I don't
Sure enough.
fuck with that in any way, shape, form, or fashion. And yeah, I have no problem hearing what you got to say, but do I think it's beneficial to our advancement? No, the fuck it's not.
All
And because
right.
of the fact that I'm serious about our advancement, I feel like certain things need to be done. So if I ain't gonna lie, if I gotta talk to some people like they bitches, I'll do it. If I gotta shake you up in the process, I'm gonna do it. If I gotta cuss your ass out in the process, I will do it. I'm done being sweet. I'm done coddling my
Yeah.
people. I'm done on some, oh, but baby, things are gonna get better. No, fuck that.
Exactly. Now
I'm
you're
tired
talking.
and I want shit done about this.
Now you're talking. There we go. That's what I'm talking about. See, I
I
ain't gonna
want
lie,
shit
Muhammad.
done about this. And I intend on practicing what I preach. In fact, I practice what I preach on a daily. I try to be the best of influences for my nieces and nephews. I
Mm-hmm.
admit I ain't the best with it, but I try my best with that. In the case of my siblings, even though I cannot stand them, I still make it my business to work with them, and they in turn make their business to work with me, which is what I appreciate more than anything. So I also say that to say, like, there's a whole bunch of motherfuckers I can't stand. But if we can work together, I'm willing to put my feelings to the side to make sure that we can work together. But if you
Mm-hmm.
want to be eccentric about it, or if you want to be a bitch about it, I'm sorry, brother. I'm sorry, sister. This is where we part ways because we clearly ain't on the same wave. And I've cut a lot of people off in the process because of this shit.
I
Nashville is
agree.
a prime example. I stopped
Yeah,
talking to a lot of folk out in Nashville because a lot of them don't practice what they preach. A lot of the shit is really just talk.
yeah. Hey, Muhammad, let me jump in on that, bro. I'm glad you said that, bro.
Uh-oh.
So, glad me and Muhammad spent a lot of time ago, we was in
Hey, cuz your
Right.
stuff
let's just
going
be
in
honest.
and out. Your
All right,
stuff
can you hear
going
me?
in and out, cuz I can't hear you. Can y'all hear him?
No.
No.
Okay, just making sure it's me. Cuz got that cuz Brian Mississippi done gave y'all phone AIDS, then that's why his computer was
Man,
going out first, and all of a sudden Bishop, man,
that
now
man,
it's
got,
Lord Bell.
that man got that Woodrow Wilson phone.
Hey, yeah, can you hear me?
It's still you still sound like a
But
robot.
yeah. Well, I see Sister Shahrazad Ali.
Must be because I'm downstairs. I think is what it is.
You didn't put it in Wi-Fi mode. You put it in Wi-Fi, and then maybe you'd be able to have good signal, so you'd be able to speak.